The war between the Threxian Dominion and the Terran Union had lasted only 7 months, but in that short, brutal span, both sides had already learned one truth. Humans fought like cornered stars, burning hot, burning fast, and burning back. Admiral Vorkin of the Threxian Dominion had expected ferocity. He had expected stubbornness. He had not expected a hospital ship. The destruction of the vessel happened almost by accident. Almost. A lone white-hull cruiser drifting near the edge of the Branthis Nebula, unarmed, unescorted, and broadcasting wide-band beacons that screamed its identity, HSS Mercy's Promise, humanitarian medical vessel, non-combatant. The transmission repeated in 17 major galactic languages. The Threxians ignored all 17. "Fire!" Vorkin had commanded. A single plasma lance tore through the gentle white hull. The ship didn't even try to dodge. It simply folded in on itself like a kneeling pilgrim and vanished into drifting shards. No explosions, no weapons fire, just silence. The bridge crew cheered. Another human ship gone. But when the cheering faded, Vorkin felt a strange discomfort, a sensation he rarely experienced. Guilt. He dismissed it. War erased guilt. 3 days later, the Dominion fleet intercepted a human distress beacon. Encrypted, but Threxian codebreakers were the best in the quadrant. The message was short, human, calm, terrifyingly calm. "To all Dominion units, you destroyed a hospital ship. Stand down. Evacuate civilians from all forward positions. Medical protocols require compliance. This is your only warning." Vorkin played the message 10 times, analyzing it for hidden meaning. There was none. It was polite. "How very human," he muttered. The humans responded 40 hours later, not with battleships, not with fleets, not with soldiers, with one ship. A single Terran vessel emerged from warp directly in front of Vorkin's flagship, a massive obsidian cruiser with a hull pattern like silver veins crawling through black stone. Designation appearing on scanners. TMS Nightingale's Ward. Vorkin frowned. Another medical ship? His sensors pinged. Not a single weapon signature, no fighters, no escorts, just one enormous, dark-hulled, unarmed ship. Something was wrong. The Threxians gathered around their admiral. "Admiral, humans sent a non-combat vessel into the middle of our fleet. It must be a trap." Vorkin agreed. Then the transmission came through. A human woman appeared on the main view screen, dark-skinned, white-coated, hair tied back, expression not angry, but exhausted. "Greeting, Threxian Dominion. I am Dr. Helena Reyes, Chief Interstellar Bioethicist for the Terran Union Medical Corps." "Bioethicist?" Vorkin blinked. "Why send a doctor instead of a general?" Dr. Reyes continued, her voice clinical. "You destroyed Mercy's Promise, a Tier 3 sanctuary vessel. By all interstellar treaties, written and unwritten, that is a Class 0 war crime." War crime? The Threxians had burned entire moons. Nobody had ever cared. "You will stand down," Reyes said softly, "so we may retrieve what remains." The Threxian bridge erupted in laughter. Vorkin smirked. "What remains? We atomized the hull." Reyes didn't blink. "That is precisely the problem." Without warning, Nightingale's Ward released a pulse, not a weapon, but a signal, a call. Vorkin watched as every screen, every monitor, every scanner began flashing with alerts. Their medical satellites lit up. Their biosensors screamed warnings. Their entire fleet detected something drifting toward them. Hundreds, thousands, millions of microscopic motes of light. Vorkin's second-in-command gasped. "Life signatures, unknown, originating from the wreckage." Dr. Reyes nodded as if this were expected. "Mercy's Promise wasn't carrying soldiers," she said. "It was carrying patients." "Patients?" Vorkin's blood chilled. Then the hologram changed, displaying a list of biological classifications rapidly scrolling. Zelathian spore plague, highly infectious Varlock neuroworm larva, quarantine-level red Varelian rage mite clusters, requires stasis containment. Next flu strain Z09, extinction-grade contagion. The list kept going. Dozens, hundreds, each one a disease or parasite so catastrophic that even the Dominion banned research on them. Reyes spoke gently, as if delivering a diagnosis. You fired on a vessel transporting 600 quarantined patients infected with untreated, highly mutagenic, cross-species pathogens. The bridge went dead silent. Reyes continued. Mercy's promise carried the sickest individuals from 5 different species, including your own. They were en route to a secure Terran medical facility where we were attempting treatment. Vorkin's mouth went dry. You're saying, yes, she said. You vaporized them. And now every contagion they carried has been released into open vacuum. But pathogens can't survive space. Dr. Reyes looked at him with pity. Human pathogens can't. Yours can. The real horror dawned. The Threxians had not destroyed a soft target. They had destroyed a containment unit. The drifting motes of light were not lights. They were spores, worm larvae, microscopic insects, viral clusters protected by natural chitin, shells, or psionic membranes. Reyes sighed heavily. This is why targeting medical ships is a war crime. Vorkin's crew stared at the spreading cloud as it drifted closer to their fleet. How long until the pathogens reach us? The XO whispered. Reyes answered calmly. 6 minutes. Symptoms? 2 minutes after that. Vorkin's mandibles trembled. You threaten us? No, Reyes said. Surprisingly gentle. I'm trying to save you. Save us? Vorkin snapped. You bring death to our hulls and call it mercy? Reyes shook her head. We didn't bring this. You unleashed it. Silence. Listen carefully, she said. We came with antidotes, anti-serums, nanofilters, and stasis field generators. If you allow us to board your ships, we can prevent 93% of fatalities. And if we don't? Vorkin asked. Reyes didn't answer with threats, just truth. You will lose your fleet in under an hour, your planets within weeks, and then every species you have ever contacted will fall next. Vorkin stared at the slowly advancing cloud. The Threxians prided themselves on fearlessness, but they were not suicidal. What do you require? He asked quietly. Total disarmament of this sector, Reyes replied. Evacuate all civilians, provide us full access to infected personnel, and you will agree, from this moment forward, to never fire on a human medical ship again. Vorkin hesitated only a second. Then he bowed his head. Done. Reyes nodded once. Prepare for boarding. Hours later, as Terran medical drones swarmed Dominion ships and emergency biohazard teams worked side by side with Threxian officers, Vorkin stood alone on his observation deck. Humans. The species the Dominion thought weak, too emotional, too soft. Yet they had mastered something far more terrifying than warfare. Compassion. Compassion armed with science, sharp enough to cut empires. When Dr. Reyes approached him, he found himself unable to meet her eyes. Why do you help us? He whispered. After what we did. Reyes placed a gloved hand on the railing. Because we're human, she said. And because those patients, human and alien, deserve to survive. Vorkin exhaled. We will remember this. Reyes nodded. Good, she said quietly. That was the point. And for the first time in Dominion history, a Threxian admiral understood why attacking a human hospital ship wasn't just a crime. It was suicide.